to review and talk about something that we like, especially share with all of you guys. And you guys have really
We
great comments.
appreciate you
We
guys
definitely
commenting.
appreciate it.
Yeah, much
But
love.
man, though, it was weird coming into this season, not having Axe, the dynamics with Prince, it just didn't feel right at the beginning because they
Agreed.
stumbled
Agreed. It was
the first
different.
couple episodes,
Yeah.
but then I do believe that they found their footing. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, it's not the same feeling that you have when you watch Axe and Chuck go at it because those two characters are so iconic. The two actors just brought it to another level. But Mike, towards the end of the season, kind of brought his own flavor, and maybe we do have some hope for the future seasons. What do you think?
Oh, we absolutely do. I mean, they got a great storyline going into the season 7, and they have their players positioned correctly. So, we have Wags and Wendy. They're a little bit disillusioned, possibly disgruntled. You
Yeah,
have,
like this season,
Yeah.
we saw a diminish of their characters, right? And not just them. There's so many other characters that were definitely diminished for this particular season.
Yeah.
We saw that some of the previous employees left the show. Not left the show, but left the company,
That's right.
the firm, and went to form their own. And then every once in a while, they'll sprinkle them in here, sprinkle them in there. And then we had storylines that could have had a lot of potential, like the book that
I
Wendy
think the
was
book is
writing
going to come up again.
ended up being a throwaway story, and then Wags kind of being very diminished, like someone just cut everything from under him. So let me ask you,
Yep.
where do you think we see Wags and Wendy on the next season?
So I think that the book comes up next season, and involuntarily it becomes a major issue for Mike Prince's presidency, for his run for presidency.
Interesting.
And I think Wags is disillusioned, and possibly maybe we see a cameo from Bobby, and
That'd be great.
maybe a conspiracy to derail and get back at Prince. Maybe Bobby comes back on top at the end. That would be an ultimate script, but who knows whether it happened or not. So there's a lot of different possibilities.
Angles, yeah.
But one thing that we didn't talk about is Rianne, correct?
Yeah, so Rianne is an interesting character because let's talk about it.
There's
Let's
a
keep
lot.
it real.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Rianne goes from being a very minor character that I think she had her things right
Yeah.
in the seasons previous to this, but she took a big dip in this season to say
That's
the
what you want to
least.
call it, H. That's what the kids are calling it nowadays.
So she was essentially, and part of my friends she didn't want to be compared to Monica Lewinsky or some of these other women involved with high level,
Yeah.
high profile politicians, and that's the role that she essentially is gonna play going forward in the show for some reason.
And we all know that Mike has his wife that's going to come back into the fold. So that's going to be an interesting
Dynamic for
and an interesting juggling situation where I think there might be a few things that come out of that plot line, which will be great. We also have Kate and Chuck. They're on opposite sides as well as Dave, and nobody knows that Chuck is
Chuck's
the X
working with
factor.
Dave, yeah.
Yeah, he's a secret player behind the
Secret
wing.
agent, double agent to say the least.
So he's going to, you talk about a guy who is going to cause problems, and we all know that Chuck causes problems. However, they see him. Like, they know that he's playing against them. This is a different scenario where they don't even know that Chuck is on the board. Like Prince said, we got to get him off the board, but Chuck is still in play, and they will have no idea of it. So there's going to be major catastrophe in season 7.
Let me tell you, I would like to see the following. I would like to see the season start and have a time skip, something closer to the presidency.
Absolutely.
Near like the primaries, and then have kind
Something
of like
critical.
the president be like a season 8 or something. And then I can see, for example, I have a feeling that the characters of Wendy and Wax maybe exiting the show. That's what they're signaling. Whether they exit next from this season or at the beginning of the next one, or the next season will be the last for them. That's what thing they're signaling. I do hope that we have a return to Wendy and Chuck being on the same side, being together, because I think the dynamic works. I think is gonna bring some familiarity to the show, and it's gonna make, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about her storyline because she was terrible this particular season. Now for Chuck, I think Chuck, we're gonna see a double cross. I think we're gonna see Chuck be that X factor ruining things for Prince and his company.
Yeah.
But he's also gonna finagle something to get
You
Dave
see Dave?
out of the job and get his job back. This is how Chuck operates. He doesn't care who is.
You think that he's actually
Taking
going to? He's actually somehow going to be able to get his job back. I mean, is the governor still going to be? The governor's his seat isn't up for
Sweeney's still
Yeah.
there. I don't think. I think Chuck enjoys that position that he has.
I
He's
think-
like that guy that runs everything from
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
So I think what's plausible is that he regains some type of power in a
has to.
different seat, for sure. But it would take a lot for that to happen because he would have to be seen.
Would
He
it
would
be
have to be
wild?
out of jail. You know.
But
So-
trust me on this one. Would it be wild if we see a presidential ticket where we end up with Mike Prince and Chuck on the same ticket?
Oh my gosh.
That would be crazy.
That's
You guys think that's a possibility?
Can't even
That
fathom
exists.
that. I don't think it's going to happen. Can't even fathom that. Let us know what your thoughts are for season 7. Because right now, hey, the writers, I doubt that they've gone to the writing room. So who knows? Put it
Yeah.
out there.
No, for sure. We just wanted to make this video because we miss Billions. We miss it. So
Yeah.
we do hope we see beginning of next year the season come back because the show's being renewed for that season. We're shooting for early next year again.
That's right.
And we do hope the changes continue in the positive direction. I know some of the viewers were disappointed with some of the plot holes. Like some of these plot holes, gigantic. Like there's so many things that they need to be tightened up on the show. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them this season as a benefit of the doubt. They did provide some entertaining moments in
Yep.
the show this season. So let us know what would you guys like to see on the next season of Billions.
Exactly. Hey, more shows coming your way. Thanks for watching this one. Stay tuned for the next episodes on different shows that we're reviewing. Until then, I'm E. This is H, and we are
Unstructured.
That's right.